Hi guys, Luis here, estate agent in Central Portugal. Today to show you a farm with 1.5 hectares or a house village or village house with a land on it, because we are indeed on a small village called Pereiro. Pereiro is 18 kilometers to the city Castelo Branco. We have a house, legalized habitation, with 200 square meters in need of some update, with garage, outbuildings, dozens of fruit trees around like oranges, apples, pears, pomegranate, loquats and more. A lot of space for gardening, of course. We do have abundant water, both from the mains water and a borehole and a well also, and connected to the electricity. So guys, a lot to see today. Come along with me, let's check it out. So guys, in front of us it's the property that we are going to see today. I just moved a little back so you can understand. This is the entry of the village. So this is the first house on the left when you first enter into the village, so we are on the outskirts. And this is the continuance, of course. There is mail delivered there in a bundle of boxes. Usually on small villages it works like this. And this is again a very small village. You will understand from the drone footage. So regarding access, as you can see, amazing access, of course. Any car can reach here. This is urban, the house. So we have mains water and mains electricity, but they never did connect to the mains water because they do have two boreholes, in fact, no, not one, and the well, which has enough supply for the needs of the property. So very well, on our right we have the most part of the property, but still on the left it's also part of the property. So this small road, which it's a dead end, is just a small access to some neighbors which have some gardens over there. And here is the line of the property, and the landmark is just there. And we'll find another landmark and another landmark till the creek at the very end, because it will end on a creek. So this is the house part with a lot of gardens and terraces alongside. And here we have still a big part of the property where we will find some fruit trees, garden area, where the two boreholes are to provide water to the property. And still up the road we will find still a big pine yard, which belongs also to the property. But let's start slowly so you can understand. So the same line that comes from this, if we turn this way, it's the same line that goes up. So if you see that last building, which is next to the entry road, is on the left side. So if you make a line to here, this is the limit, and this is the property. Let us first start and take a look at this. So we have a small terrace here made in stone, quite nice, quite beautiful. They always are. Some vines around it, a massive fig tree over there, which belongs to the property, of course. And here a car entry or driveway, or to bring a tractor, for example. So on this part we find all of these are fruit trees, different varieties, of course, between peaches, pears, apples, oranges, figs, loquat. Just in front of us we do have a lot of them. The owner was just even irrigating them. Okay, so all of this till it meets on this right side these trees are not part of the property. I believe you see the difference in the height. So all of this flat area is the property. And one of the boreholes is between these two trees, which it was done but never used because the other one supplies enough water for this property. But in any case, you know that you have a second one there. The one in use now, it's on that side, but we will walk around. So on this right side it's a straight line. I'll bring you there with the drone. I believe it's easier for you to have an idea of the perspective and shape of the property. So again, this upper part is the neighbor, and there are landmarks spread along the limits of the property. And even though if that was not the case, we have surveys here, so we do have the maps for all of this. So this upper, more hilly part, all of this belongs to the property. I'll do it there with the drone and then I'll come back. So again, all of this, it has a small slope going down, a small angle, nothing that you need to worry about. This is a curiosity of a tree. So this is a wild orange tree, where he tried already to craft it multiple times, but it never works, but he keeps on trying. Okay, maybe you can. So these are the wild ones which are bitter, and I believe in England they use this to do marmalade. I believe this is the one that they use. Here we have an apple. Yeah, they're coming now, small ones. Another apple, another apple. There are 4 of them all together. Some vines on the middle, garden area of course. And here some outbuildings where you find a lemon tree. There it's already coming new fruits. I've seen some here, for example. There you go. Yeah, but it's a big. She's happy there, so quite good. So here, outbuildings. That can be for whatever purpose you want. Storage, mainly, of course. Or if you want to keep some animals, why not? So this is a brick build with a wooden structured roof. But oldie, but in great shape. It doesn't leak, so it serves the purpose, I believe. So you have one door at the end, another one, the one we used, and a window for natural light. At some point they had some animals here. Okay, so I believe you could use it for that purpose or any other, it's up to you really. So this is the other one, I just shown you this part. And we have another room here. Again, space for storage. It's never too much. This was the smokehouse, is where they used to smoke the meat sausages, hanging on those poles over there. And then with the fireplace going for a couple of weeks. And yeah, it would smoke the meat sausages that we quite like in Portugal. And I believe all of you will, if you will meat eater, of course. So the lemon tree we've just seen. This one, it's a fig tree. There's another fig tree down there, not more vines. And this is the borehole, okay? This is the one which is in use for years and years and years. The key of the small lock, it has even disappeared, so no worries. So the pump is there, the electricity goes to the pump and the hose comes out to several points spread out along the property. One of them being this one. Let me see if we can kickstart this boy. And there you go. You have all the water you want. And this is 1.25 inches, okay? So it just goes, it doesn't stop. Another fig tree, another outbuilding. This was the old chicken coop. Still intact, oldie but intact. You could very well use it. And yeah, basically this is the lower part, or the high part, sorry, of the property, with still a big massive vineyard at the very top of the property, which can bring you some income or some wood if needed be. This is a loquat, quite beautiful, but no fruit. It's not time for it. And yeah, some happy fruit trees on all of this area. Now let us go to the down part of the property and start it where we started the video. So we have a garage on the back of the building, garage slash tool shop eventually. This is wooden structure. It doesn't leak at all. It's quite sound, but it closes like a triangle at the very end. So the end, it has probably 1 meter, 1.20 meters, then it widens up to the entry. Let me go to the end and let me turn so you can have a perspective. Yeah, so easily you can put a car here, no problem. You do have the height for it. This is just some poles, some wooden things here. So till the roof you have a lot of height. If you needed a higher car, you could very well open the gate a little bit more. Or you can very well use the land that you have for a garage and here use it as a tool shop. So a lot of possibilities on it. Bits and bulbs will stay with the property. Usually they do. And now, before coming here, let me show you the front so I can explain you a little bit the history behind it. So we have a two-story house with 200 square meters, and not all of it was done in one go. So this last bit, let us call these last two rooms, which are just a cellar and a storage, which are those steps that we're going to use to see it. This was done later on, and between floors we have a wooden structure, but not the rest of the house. The rest of the house we already have a cement, concrete, normal floor and ceiling. That's why I want to show you here on the front for you to understand the wooden structure. So let's go here. That's the water connection, if you want to connect it, mains water. So this is on top of the cellar, which has a wooden structure, was made for storage and storage alone. But it's registered the same as habitation, all of the 200 square meters. So this is even not straight, it kind of bounces a little bit, but the owner told me that I could jump here, so I feel kind of safe. This is an inspection opening for the roof, and let me zoom for you to understand. So the structure of the roof is in wood, but all of it in good condition, and you will see inside there's no leakage, no nothing. Okay. So eventually what you could do for some comfort is put some insulation like stone wool here on top, just to prevent the house from warming up too much or cooling down too much during the winter. Okay, so another storage. And again, the access, the dead end, which divides the property in two. And everything to our right is the property and continues on. In the part that we've just seen, we have like a small brook here dividing. This is what we have just seen on the left. So here we have like a ramp going into the house, but before that let me take you till the end. In front we have a nice garden area with abundant fruit trees also. With them we find loquats, pomegranates, what else? Oranges, 4 or 6, 8 big orange trees. This is, help me, a strawberry tree. No, sorry, let me smell it. This is laurel, the one that you put on the food to spice it. So all of this, the road does continue on a little bit more, it will end just there, and everything to the right is the property. So here we have a dirt road that starts again to reach other farms. Here your front neighbor, if you want to call it, but it's still far, as you can see, it's there, the house, but no one lives here, but it's an access to them. It's overgrown, so nothing happens really here. And this is your access to the property if you need a car or a tractor or any other vehicle to come into the land, which is in some terraces till it meets at the end the creek. Yeah, from here quite nice. And the house is facing rising sun, south is on the left, and it will set almost on the back, not the back, straight back, but a little bit to the left of the house. So this is, what time is it? 11:14, and you see my shade, so south is somewhere here on the left. From what he tells me, the mother who used to live here, I asked him where the best part to do vegetable garden, and he told me that her mother did it everywhere and nowhere. So she did it up there for a couple of years, then she did it in front of the house for some immediate comfort. It's right in front. She did it at the last end of the property, so a little bit everywhere, because again you have the hoses for water. You have no issues regarding water on the property. The oranges are massive, quite big. And yeah, the structure of the roof, it's in wood, you can notice it, but it's more than okay. So it's a job that you don't need to touch it for like a decade or more even. Very well, so going up, or down, sorry, going down, just to tell you that we do have gutters, okay, to collect that water, rain water from the roof, which is channeled, okay, to this piping, and then it goes out to the public water, and then it goes to the brook. Very well, let's go down. We have like this porch terraced area with kiwis. All of these are kiwis, and there are a lot of them. We are still mid-season, they are growing still, but I'm going to show you. And here we have the cellar, or was the wine cellar at some point, but nowadays, again, no one lives here for, well, for a while. There's a calendar somewhere, 2012, so probably that was the last time someone lived here. That small opening that you see there, it's the floor of the garage, just there. And there's a wire passing to give light to the garage. I didn't tell you that. And this is again on that lower area, beneath that space that we were in already, which is the only part which is in wood. All the rest is in concrete. And even the floor here, it's in dirt. Okay, moving on. This is a clean space in front of the house. It's cemented, and we have two entries to the house. That one over there, which leads to the kitchen, and this one to the bedroom area. Let's go in here. So, very old style, corridor and rooms left and right. So we have a first bedroom here, with a window to the front. And all of these floors, we do have carpet over there, but it must be removed, of course. All of it is cemented and then painted on top. And here to the back, we have two inside rooms with no natural light, so storage. Both on the left and right. To this side, at this level, you cannot open windows because the floor outside the level is somewhere there, like almost 2 meters, something like that. So eventually, if you want to repurpose these two spaces, and these are load-bearing walls, you can knock down the inside walls to create bigger rooms, for example. Could be an idea. Here's the calendar, 2012, so probably this was the last one. Last year there's someone lived here. Here, a living room, I believe, with natural light to the front, which gives access to the kitchen, which we can also access from outside. Another window for natural light. And here's the kitchen with the fireplace. The chimney does work. And all of these connections regarding sewage is made to a septic tank, which I will show you where it is. Now, if you look at the ceiling, you see a lot of leakage. Why? On top of us, it's a terrace on this room here, which of course along the years was not maintained and it started to leak. But there are some options for you to, one of them, which was what I would do, like a terrace, a porch, covered one, to enjoy the view, which I'm sure you will love. I know I do, at least. And we have another calendar. So the clues start to add up. So 12 years now that probably no one lives here. And here we go to the same terrace. We just walk from there. This is Mr. Mateus, the owner. And this is a tank which is on top of a well. So this is a well which has a concrete slab. It does have an opening for you to put a pump if you want to. But again, since they made those boreholes, they never had the need for other sources of water. This was more than enough for them. Okay. So from here, we go up to that terrace on top of the kitchen. But before going up, let me show you these two other rooms on the ground floor. Where here we have the space where they used to have the oven, and it's still there, the bread oven. So a lot of bread was done here, from what I told. This is in dirt, so you could repurpose this for whatever you want. And here we have the bathroom, which is here. Washing machine, it will stay. We have bidet, we have toilet, we have sink, and we have the shower end to end down there. And this is plasterboard, this one here. So I assume, let me check it. Yeah, this last bit is asbestos. Those fiber cement sheets, it's in good shape, but if you want to seal it, you can paint it over, or you can change just this small bit. No worries there. So you understand the patio in front and the land in front of you. Imagine from the terrace the view. It's quite nice because this is going down till the creek, and all of this is the property. But we'll come back to here. Now let's go up. And as you can imagine by now, you could very well do a granny house downstairs and live upstairs, or the other way around. Very well, so terrace house. So this terrace is on top of the kitchen, that's why it's leaking. So you need to insulate this, besides other jobs you may need, like a good painting job, changing the windows and update the house at the end of the day. And the limit is this line here of the property. But now let me show you the view from this terrace. All of this is your property. Till here you see the landmark here, this pole, it goes that way, and when we find the olive trees then it starts to go left. So quite nice, uninterrupted view, quite private. Now imagine, and this is an idea, having a covered porch here, enjoying your meal, why not, your drink, your cocktail on the evening, and let me go to the back and enjoying this. Not too shabby, not bad at all, not bad at all. So very well, let me show you that the limit, the corner of the house is the limit, so this triangle is yours, and it touches the corner of the bathroom, which is that asbestos roof, then it goes to the pillar that I showed, then it goes down. Okay. Now let us go in. So we land on a living room, still quite big living room. A small bedroom on the left, they used to do this a lot, enough for you to put a small bed. We do have a natural light here. Again, the structure here, the floor and ceiling, this is concrete already. But it's a quite big living room. Natural light, a door for a balcony, which was never installed with a railer. You just have the open balcony, quite an hazard there. And another window there for natural light. So yeah, and imagine I only have the door open and you can see the light in because everything else is closed. So you do have a lot of light. Then here we pass to a bedroom with window to the front, to the kiwis. And let me show you the balcony. So this was the balcony done, but they never installed the proper railing. So bedroom here and two other spaces, which is a second bedroom, so they connect. And they made a small storage here. Yeah, quite dark, but it's a small storage, just there on the right. So a lot of space. It does need a lot of work to put it into shape, but the bones are here. You have a legalized house. You just need to update it. For example, these are just, I don't know if you call this linoleum or it's just these things here because the floor is cemented. Okay, so it's already flat for you to install wherever flooring you want to put on the house. And boom, again to this amazing view. So again, this big patio in front of the house is quite nice. The septic tank will be between those two trees. I'm going to show you there. Let's go down. So we have another tap of water here. I could have opened inside. So this is what you have, okay? Non-stop. So a lot of water here. So let's jump into the garden area where we find these massive orange trees. They are coming now, of course. Still green, but all of them are packed with fruit. Look at them go. Another one there, and here we are. We descend there to the house. This is the front access. So all of these beautiful trees, well maintained. You still have the kiwis on the porch. This is a beautiful pomegranate, and they are amazing. Look at them go. Still mid-season, okay? They still need to grow a little bit. October will be the month for them. So we have that one there, another orange, persimmon tree just there with another persimmon on the right. So these are persimmon, still green, they will come again, I believe it's October also. And vines, you'll always find a lot of vineyards along the property. And this is not the limit, as you remember. So looking at the house, the limit is that left side. So all of this part here going down, it's the property. So here it's where the first terrace ends. And now let's start to descend on the left. This is a small lemon tree also. Look at it. Yeah, father in the sun. Just there. Another orange there. And this is, so the rainwater that comes from the road, it goes to this brook here. Goes. And this is the border of the property, okay? It will meet that entry that I shown you from the upper road. So first terrace, done. This is the second one with some olive trees. The property has 22 olive trees. The bigger ones are down there and on the right. So besides these couple small ones, all of them are big. They do produce a lot and enough for a family. Another loquat just there. Another pear tree just there. You'll find some young cork trees like this spread out along the property. In here at this corner, the property tilts to the left, this way, to the well. And I'm circling on the border of the property. So this is the second well. The first one is in front of the house, in front, below the tank, that small deposit. And here it goes down to the creek. So all of this. So this is the third terrace. Not a lot on this. Usually, from what I told, all of these many decades ago was an apple field, an apple, an apple property. But then the owner decided not to proceed with it, and he changed it and they upgraded to new ones. A lot of gardening, a lot of sheep grazing. So of course things change a long time. Again, those new corks. And this is the limit of the property on the left. Let me turn you back. So a little bit to the right, there, it shifts left and then right to the road. Quite nice. So third terrace, now fourth terrace. But on this left side you can always use a tractor to come and plow, to do whatever your needs may be. So fourth terrace. This is the fifth. This boy here. These corks are already growing quite well. Not too bad. Yeah, and the sixth, which will be the last. Yeah, some pines, a couple of them, not more than that. I imagine they grew wild here. And here's the last one, the fifth, where we have some olives. Just here we have 9. Here we have 9 of them. At some point the lady used to do a vegetable garden here also. So on the left here we already start to see these pillars, which are the limit of the property. And here where you see the bamboos is the creek, seasonal creek. Some years they told me that it still ran along the summer, but again this is not a river, this is just a creek which along the winters with the heavy rains the water descends from the properties and follows and goes downstream, of course. So yeah, all of this, it shifts a little bit to the left, then to the right. We have this line, the bigger, and they are beautiful, the bigger olive trees are here on the left, so stick with me a little bit more. And all of this front line to this seasonal creek. And then here, almost 90 degree, if not a 90 degree angle, it shifts up. So the 6th terrace is quite big, all of this. This is always a more fresh terrace. You can still see some greenery. Well, on all terraces really, so I don't see this as being too bad for gardening. Because this is September already, today is the, what day is today? Today is the 4th of September, and the summer almost passed, a long summer that we had, and we still see a lot of greenery around, so I imagine that yes, this is not a very, very dry land. Some fruit trees accompany us on the left, some apples, yeah, some vines also, a line of vines, and these are the beautiful cork trees. Look at these boys, oldie, well pruned, they are open. Look at this, quite a beautiful tree. You see what I mean about some greenery still? And most that you walk around the region, it's kind of already dried out. Summer, of course. Another beautiful olive. And the olives here are the border, but they are on the property, because even the land of the neighbor is lower than this, so it's quite easy. We have the house on top. And here it tilts to the right, like a 45 degrees, something like this. More terraces. And no houses around that could overlook your property. Quite nice, quite private. And this is a big boy, quite beautiful. I don't know about you, but there's something about olive trees, quite nice. And yeah, and this is the 18th tree, because I counted them on the first route that I did, and we have other 4, so 22 olive trees all around the property. And here the limit goes still. Let me show you. I believe you see the land is different, so it's plowed on this side. But let me lead you to the last landmark. I'm saying it. You see it? Yeah, landmark just there, so straight line to these corners and then down till the olives, and then it goes down to the creek. So all of this. Then from here we return to the front of the house. Let me show you the kiwis. I don't think I show them to you. Look at them go. A lot of them. A lot of them. And so guys, this is it, 1.5 hectare property, 200 meters of habitation, in need of some investment to update it, but you do have good bones, abundant water, electricity also on the property, a lot of fruit trees. You don't have to wait years for you to have your own fruit tree from the tree. It has something in this. So yeah, I'll leave a description on the description of the video, and my contact details you will find them at the very end of the description. At your disposal. See you next time. Bye bye. Cheers.